Hi guys, and welcome back to Tommy's StarCraft. This is your host Tommy with another StarCraft 2 replay for you guys this time. So once again we have a great engagement, a great international engagement here in between the two pro players. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys as we have spawning here in the lower left in the blue. It is CLEM from France, the Terran player here. And his opponent in the upper right in the red, it is SERRAL from Finland. So an all European engagement here in between these two pros. Finland versus France, it is here on 2000 atmospheres. So yeah, let's just see exactly what the two players have prepared for us. Zerg versus Terran, it is as SERRAL is already moving out here with his first overlord on the map just for some scouting purposes. And by the looks of it, he's going straight into a fast expansion build order here. So second overlord is out, fast expansion is there. And of course no spawning pool and no extractor here for him. Let's quickly check CLEM space here. Going for of course his barracks, his supply depot, and there his gas. So yeah, Terran versus Zerg it is, like I told you guys. And many Zergs really like to go into some Zerglings with queens. And perhaps later on some Vipers would also be a nice addition, some Hydralisks would also be great, and even later on some Ultras would also be a great addition. And yeah, let's just see what SERRAL is deciding to go for. As for the Terran, of course, they really like to go for some harassment against the Zerg with some Medivacs, with mass bio, of course. Later on some siege tanks could of course be added, and so on. Towards it just depends on the strategy from your opponent. So yeah, we are closing at the 2-minute mark as CLEM is now deciding to move out here with his first scout, just to see of course if there is an expansion. There is of course an expansion, and CLEM really starts a very early expansion here on his own. So of course both players have decided to watch each other's replays. So CLEM perhaps thinking here really sure, being really sure that SERRAL has of course expanded here. He will of course cancel that expansion in case there is no expansion here from SERRAL. But no, the SCV of course confirms this to him. This is exactly why this SCV scout is so much important here. So yeah, CLEM with that fast expansion of his own going for a factory now. So factory of course Hellions, also a great harassment against the Zerg with that splash damage flame, dealing very good damage against drones just in case there is a possibility here. So yeah, the first queen will also be out really soon, and SERRAL playing very nicely here, very greedy, going for a second expansion here. And there is this overlord next to this nice shark here. So the overlord of course just for some scouting purposes here, just in case perhaps a Medivac is moving out here into this location. And we also see here yet another expansion here from them. So very interesting stuff here by him. But this expansion could of course be scouted here by this overlord. So we have a nice tactic here, nice greedy gameplay here by both players. CLEM also deciding to go for an expansion. Perhaps he's going to land it here into this location. And look at that, at the minimap we see here a starport. This is what I told you early on, some Medivacs could be a possibility here for the Terran from against the Zerg here, just to drop some Marines perhaps into this location and just to take the Zerg pretty much by surprise. This location would also be really nice, but it's going to take some time here of course. And remember, those units have to walk, either have to walk or the Medivac has to go back home. And let's just see what exactly CLEM is going to decide for. He's having this reactor, he's producing a double amount here of Hellions, and by the looks of it, this one Hellion might head straight towards the starport. No, he's actually heading straight towards this expansion, so pretty much exposed here. Actually there's many more Hellions here, and there even was a harassment here by the Reaper, so sorry that I missed this. So yeah, nice grenade here by CLEM. I will be of course paying a little bit more attention here. And yeah, let's just see the next move here. But nice defense here by SERRAL with his queens and with his Zerglings here. Let's just check his main here as well. Is he going for a Roach Warrant? It could be a possibility, of course. Roaches really strong against Hellions, so are the Hydras. And all of a sudden CLEM changing here the position. SERRAL did see this of course, so he's expecting here an attack, but little does he know that there is a Medivac here being prepared. However, some Zerglings are already here to engage here and to defend. A nice surround here by SERRAL, but he's taking so much damage here. Nice micro here by CLEM, so the French player really showing us his skill here. There is however a queen here as well, so a good defense here in the end. Of course many Zerglings will fall, and that one Reaper has also fallen here with that one Hellion. So change of tactics here for CLEM. He's heading straight towards the other expansion point and sniping here two drones. So it's just these small takeouts here, which are very much important here for the Terran, as it's just forcing here the Zerg into a defensive gameplay here. So really nice job here by CLEM, sniping 2 drones. At the same time, his Overlord has been sniped. No, hold on, there it is. So this Overlord also very much important. Sees now the second expansion here for CLEM, so he knows exactly what is up. This is exactly why SERRAL is deciding now to go for another expansion here into this point. So yeah, very defensive gameplay here for the Zerg against a very strong abusement here and a strong harassment here by CLEM. But it looks like SERRAL does deal really well against that, and he might even snipe a Hellion or 2 here, as those Hellions are really hurt. But no, actually CLEM deciding now to retreat. This Overlord still hasn't been sniped. And let's just check those workers a little bit now. 55 workers here for CLEM, 68 already here for the Zerg. The Zerg expanding here, of course, pretty much all of the map. And there's a nice placement here of this hatchery straight into the middle here, perhaps just to give another good location here to spawn many more units just to defend the left and right. So very interesting hatchery, a nice macro hatch here from the Finnish player, as he's still only at Zerlings and Queens here. So interesting tactics here. No Roach Warren. Let me just check his main. He's going for his upgrades here. There is no Roach Warren, so it looks like he's just deciding here to go straight for Zerlings, perhaps some Banelings later on. Banelings, of course, a great counter to all of that bio here from CLEM, to all of those Marines. Yeah, CLEM still deciding here to abuse as much as he can, to snipe perhaps a drone or 2, but he's also positioning here nicely here these Marines just to deny, just to buy time for this expansion. Nice placement here, nice abusement of this ledge. Once again, CLEM really showing us here the importance of these small ledges here, and those Marines even make it out alive here. So nice job here by him, as he's once again unloading this second task force here. Is also waiting, but the Hellions are a little bit hurt, and now they're spawning into Hellbats here. Hellbats, of course, not as fast as Hellions, but much more tankier. And yeah, I'm still in this location sniping those queen eggs here, as he's once again going to retreat his forces. So he's fighting on a 2 position map here, on a 2 front here, as he's moving out. Some Banelings already here for SERRAL. There's that steam here of those Marines. Lots and lots of queen eggs have been sniped. Now the queens are coming in, of course, to defend, and the Banelings are just waiting here in the back. And let's just check once again the medevac here. Steam is once again out, so many more eggs might be sniped. No, he's heading straight towards this main here, towards this expansion, sorry, sniping here this port. And yeah, now finally, hold on, I miss here something, sorry about this one, guys. Such a nice move here. Perhaps it was a Baneling bust here or some Zerglings, but by the looks of it, it was of course a Baneling bust here. So sorry about this one, guys. 18 workers have been killed here by SERRAL. Really nice move here by him. So lots and lots of action going on left and right. It's a great multitask here. You can see it even caught me by surprise here. So yeah, nice multitask here. Even caught CLEM by surprise, as he has lost those 18 workers. And look at that, CLEM now with mines, of course. Mines, the perfect counter towards those Zerglings and Banelings here. So yeah, sorry about this one, guys. 18 workers have been sniped. Let me just check once again the worker count. Still CLEM on 50 size, 66 for SERRAL here. So yeah, he will of course come back here. And yeah, once again, the engagement is really strong. A nice connection here of this Baneling towards those Marines. And still SERRAL with Zerglings and Banelings here, with queens. And what is the decision here from CLEM? A nice micro here. Notice how he spreaded once again those units, and this time once again he's moving here forward with his Zerglings. SERRAL fighting on 2 fronts, even attacking here this location. So this expansion is a little bit exposed here, so CLEM needs to be careful about this one. Of course, a nice wall-in prepared here for him. And yeah, another engagement here, so this wall-in will be very much important here. And we still see this one lone Zergling here attacking this supply depot, also to give some vision here for the Terran player, as he's finally going to snipe that small amount of Zerglings here. Another big amount here of Zerglings here with Banelings against all of those Marines. CLEM has to retreat. He's just allowing here those mines to get those connection, and he's just retreating here with his medivacs. So medivacs, of course, the answer here for CLEM against all of those mass units here. And look at that, he might snipe here something into this main. So very nice executed drop here. Still waiting, he's steaming and healing here. This allows SERRAL of course to come back, and I'm pretty sure that once again, hold on, at the same time he did micro these units. Once again another multitask here for these players, as we saw 50, no it happened here guys, sorry about this one, I believe it was Hellions, no it was actually a Liberator with a Hellion perhaps. So much action going on here. This is exactly why I could use a 2-window map here just to see both actions going on. A drop into the main and a attack here at that expansion with 19 drones killed. So at first 18 workers have been killed, 18 SCVs, and now 19 drones. So both players really strong here with their multitask. Like I told you, fighting on two fronts, very hard to execute, even very hard to observe here. And once again we see some kills here, 6 to 8 drones. I don't even know where exactly it's happening, so sorry about this one guys. So yeah, nice scans here, some queen eggs will be killed here. And yeah, finally things have settled down. Of course mines it is here for CLEM, and still Zerglings here with banings for SERRAL. Although we have an engagement here, those medivacs will evacuate that crew, and in the end it looks like, of course, this time CLEM is nicely walling in here. We see a try to surround here against those units here from CLEM by SERRAL. Nice kiting here by CLEM, kiting left and right, but those marines are really much hurt here, and there's just one medivac here, so he needs to be very careful as there are Hydras here. So Hydras, it is the answer now here from SERRAL. Of course those Hydras can morph into lurkers, so even a better splash damage dealer here against all of those troops. Once again we have a small engagement here. Another medivac is being prepared here with some mines this time, so he might try to snipe once again some workers here. Yeah, we need to pay so much attention here against on this minimap. Really so much action going on, and the thing is that they do it at the same time. So at the same time a drop is happening into the main, and at the same time a harassment is happening here at an expansion point. So really hard here. I'm also looking at the minimap really fast, but it's also hard to follow these two great players here, very young players and very skilled players of course. So yeah, the defense is still strong here for SERRAL. Hydras it is here now, this time the answer with banelings, but like I told you, those Hydras might go into lurker form really soon here. And yeah, CLEM also taking here, oh he can't take this expansion as there is a Zergling borrowed here, so really nice job. So if time allows it, once again going to be checking. Hold on, we have a drop here from CLEM against all of those queens. Some drones have been sniped here, and in the end he's just retreating. Now let's just check the worker count here really quick. 77 to 76, so CLEM did catch up. His economy looking much better now as he's moving up forward with some marines, with some mines here. Medivacs of course is also much important here. SERRAL looks like of it that he's trying to surround here CLEM, trying to come in here from the back. Yeah, CLEM also decides here to evacuate a little bit, and yeah, things have settled down once again a little bit, as we're already at a 30-minute mark, so we're closing slowly but steadily at a 15, even 20-minute mark here. And yeah, let's just see how these things will unfold. Of course both players try to expand. Finally the Zergling has fallen here, and yeah, let's just see. Both players of course maxed out. Zerglings with banelings with queens here for SERRAL, and CLEM still mass medivacs. This time some marauders have been added to deal of course with those Hydras, to deal with the lurkers perhaps here as well. Hold on, as I look at the minimap, there might be an engagement here, some borrowed banelings here, so this could be a trap of course against CLEM. CLEM is scanning, he's going to kill here those units. So nice smart scan here by CLEM against SERRAL as he's now moving forward here on the map. Yeah, this small group here might get surrounded, so CLEM needs to be careful. Of course Stim really strong here for the Terran, for his kiting. He's just stimming back here now, evacuating, and those Zerg units can't really catch up. There is no blight on the ground, but this expansion might fall here for CLEM. No, SERRAL just decides to move back now, and also SERRAL preparing another attack here. Perhaps he's wishing to go for this location. This is exactly why a mine has been prepared here, and yet another. So many expansions are being prepared here for, and he even might upgrade those expansions into planetary fortresses for some defensive purposes here. So yeah, once again SERRAL on the wait, stays on the blight, and in comes CLEM here. But there are some lurkers a little bit exposed here, so SERRAL has to cancel that. And there's this one lurker of course being spotted. And yeah, so yeah, SERRAL still preparing here another attack. At the same time, CLEM also tries here with a small group to move forward. At the same time, he needs to be careful with his expansions here. And yeah, it looks like a small group here with some marines is really dealing some chaos here, just dealing some damage at the same time. So much happening here. Once again, CLEM in the middle of the map here with some ghosts this time for ghosts, but in come the banelings. However, nice kiting here back. Ghosts have fallen, some marines have fallen here as well. Ghost, of course, just to snipe those lurkers here. And at the other front here, they're fighting it with Zerglings, with banelings and hydras. So yeah, lots and lots of action into this game. However, just 2 medivacs here, so this could be good for SERRAL as he's moving forward with those banelings. And yeah, CLEM did spread those units really nicely here. At the end, they will fall, of course. At the same time, he's moving here forward, but it's one mine. You get a good connection here. A nice sniping here with those banelings, getting good connections. However, the reinforcements are coming in here for CLEM. Yes, he's also doing a nice job here defending. So yeah, this base might be a little bit exposed here, so CLEM could go for a drop here, and or he could also even walk here into this location. Let's check the army composition once again. It's just Zerglings with Hydras here against the biomass here, of course, from the Terran player. And yeah, by the looks of it, those players are still waiting here. Perhaps some other units could be added, some Corruptors would be good against those Medivacs, some Mutilis could also be interesting for some harassment, but then again I'm sure that SERRAL knows exactly what he is doing. So yeah, both players will decide here. Some lurkers are moving slowly but steadily forward. Ghosts are doing some nice sniping here of those lurkers. So really good job here by CLEM, but look at that. We have an army move out here, the mine gets a good connection. So many Zerglings here, and this expansion is going to be cancelled a little bit. However, we need to be careful here on this location here as well. So many lurkers here for the Zerg. And yeah, great defensive here unit for the Zerg. We even have a Viper with that parasitic bomb. But hold on, we have a nice engagement here. Just a couple of Zerglings with some lurkers backed up here. Lurkers in the back, not really taking damage out of this planetary fortress. And yeah, so SERRAL is retreating here at the same time. Another engagement here. Once again, Zerglings with lurkers, and those lurkers with those spines dealing so much damage here. So really nice job here. Nice EMP by that Ghost against this Viper as well. And all of those Marines are so much hurt here, so he needs to micro them really nicely back. And yeah, SERRAL doing a nice harassment here against his opponent. At the same time, a nice scan is going out here against those lurkers, so still anyone's game here, if you ask me. So SERRAL once again wishing, of course, to deny this expansion here, knowing that the other expansion are slowly but steadily depleting here. So yeah, he comes with some lurkers. There's a planetary fortress this time, and this will be sniped, of course. A nice job here by SERRAL. At the same time, CLEM answering with the same attention here with some units just to snipe here this location. But hold on, SERRAL is even moving more and more forward here. This other planetary fortress will fall here, and so will the extractor here and those turrets. Really nice job here by SERRAL here, sniping 2 of those expansions. In come the ghosts here, so just to snipe those units. So yeah, SERRAL has to retreat, of course. At the same time, in comes CLEM, and he actually took here this location. So very ballsy move here by him. So with a planetary fortress and with this one Liberator, sniping is going on here. So many lurkers will fall here, but they're also being healed by those queens. We have a strong engagement here into the middle of the map at the 6 o'clock position. So many Zerglings are coming in, so CLEM has to retreat, of course. Those ghosts are also a little bit exposed here. They're retreating in the back, so nice position here by CLEM. And in the end he forces a pullback and also sniping those overlords here. Really great usage out of those ghosts here. Ghosts, of course, the perfect counter towards all of those units, but he needs to be careful. He needs to micro them really nicely back and forward here. Good scan here, just allowing him to see and to snipe those lurkers. So yeah, once again, since that's allowed, in comes CLEM once again with a small group here, actually a pretty big group here. Goes with Marines and Marauders here. He might snipe this one base here. Just pulls back here and just kites here a little bit back and forth. Nice EMP against this Viper. We also have one lurker into this location, dealing some economic damage here against his opponent. And it looks like SERRAL wishes to engage here into this location, but CLEM pretty much in control of this zone here. So yeah, the lurker has been sniped. SERRAL nicely taking here this location, and CLEM once again preparing here an attack. No, hold on, he's using those ghosts once again really wisely. Those lurkers are on board, so much damage is being taken here by them. In the end, some splash damage will also be taken, but CLEM plays it really smart here with those snipes. Look at that, such a long range snipe here. We might sniping here a queen or two, and every kill counts now. Really great here for both players. That's pretty much all of the map has been taken here by a base. So many bases have been constructed here by both players. So really great macro game we have here now. And yeah, let's just see once again how things will unfold. Both players almost maxed out here, as once again they're really playing a very nice game here. And this base here a little bit exposed, no workers here, so it looks like SERRAL has abandoned here this base. Some drones might get sniped here. Yeah, let's just see. Some units are moving here forward just to snipe here this location, but CLEM is prepared for that with some boosts, with some mines here. Really great game here by CLEM and SERRAL of course as well. I don't know if those Zerglings, they will take so much splash damage out of those mines. In come the lurkers, but they will be snapped by the ghosts. Now in comes SERRAL with his Zerglings, but look at all of that splash damage here. So much splash damage here taken by him, and he's just retreating back on the high ground here, just waiting here for his opponent to walk into those mines once again. So much splash damage is being taken here by SERRAL, so SERRAL in some serious trouble. Of course he has the detection, but he doesn't have that much range here, just those hydras to kill those mines. And look at that, another mine hit in here. He has an infestor perhaps for some fungals here. And look at that, at the same time CLEM here with a small engagement, making it happen to kill 7 drones here. So really nice job, nice harassment here. And all of a sudden, sadly here for SERRAL, he has fallen to 145 supply here. He's also only having this expansion. Hold on, he does this expansion here as well. But CLEM with those mine hits, dealing so much damage here against his opponent from France. So really nice job here. And yeah, let's just see what SERRAL's plan is. He's going to send here a small force of Zerglings perhaps to snipe some workers here into this location. At the same time, CLEM is being much more aggressive here. He's going to snipe perhaps these drones. They're all being borrowed, and sadly here for SERRAL, he's going to lose all of those drones now. So 16 workers have been killed. What's the worker count? 62 here for CLEM, 57 only for SERRAL. And yeah, like I told you, every kill counts really much here, as another engagement is being prepared here. Yes, it is indeed a great macro game, like I told you guys. And once again, the Zerglings are on the front, the lurkers are bowling it in the back, but the scan goes out and the lurkers just can't reach those ghosts here. So lots and lots of snipes here. CLEM is just trading energy for kills. So much action going on. So many scans, exactly just to snipe as many units as possible. And those lurkers are of course not that fast here as those medivacs. And look at that, those mines are going to hit now. SERRAL just walks straight into those mines, taking some splash damage. Of course the lurkers are pretty much tanky here, but the lurker just can't reach of course those units. And in the end, yes, it looked like SERRAL has given up here. He just GG's out of the game. So what a nice strategic move here by CLEM here, with a nice harassment with those medivacs, and at the same time he had a perfect answer towards those lurkers in form of scans and ghosts. So ghosts showing us how good they are against those lurkers, and in case they didn't reach the lurkers, they could of course have sniped those overseers. And once again, let's not forget those mines here by CLEM. Perfect spread here of those mines, just luring here SERRAL into a trap and dealing so much splash damage here against him. So yeah, nice macro game here by both players. In the end, CLEM the victor, so the player from France being here the victor. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay as much as I did. I will be trying to cast every weekend, or perhaps every Saturday or Sunday, even Monday, perhaps Friday if time allows it. And then of course I'm going to be also casting at the main channel the Broodwar content from Tommy Starcraft. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. This is your host Tommy signing out.